Hello everyone and welcome back to Put It to TSET, and today we're doing something slightly different. This isn't a review, this isn't an unboxing, this isn't whatever. This is a repair video of sorts because, yeah, well let me just go over the story. Basically, I bought this lovely Logitech G25 racing wheel that comes with the pedals and with a gear stick. Now, I bought it second-hand from one of the more popular second-hand places in the United Kingdom, and needless to say, there was a problem, because it's hardware from a second-hand place. There's going to be a problem. Of course there's a problem, there's always a problem. But anyway, so the package arrived, it looked fine, I set it up, it looked like it was working fine. I got the power adapter in, I got the pedals plugged in, I got the gear stick plugged in, I downloaded the appropriate drivers from Logitech. Everything seemed to run fine until I got to set up on one of the games, at which point I discovered the gear stick did not respond. I was very upset, to say the least, because it wasn't cheap. Even second-hand, this device wasn't actually all that cheap. It's still quite expensive second-hand. So I troubleshoot. I did a bit of troubleshooting on your favourite search engine online, and come up with nothing. All Logitech ever seemed to say was, "It's a hardware fault. Send it back for repairs." Well, it's second-hand. It's definitely out of warranty. It's God knows how many years old this damn thing is. But the point is that no one seemed to have anything for me. So with that in mind, the fact that I have now resolved this issue and now have the gear stick working, I figured I'd share with everyone. Now, initially I thought, okay, fine, I'm either going to have to get a brand new steering wheel or I'm going to have to get a brand new gear stick, because something between the two isn't working. So my first point of reference was the fact that when this was plugged in to the wheel via USB and the power was involved, you had the little power light come up on the gear stick. That was fine. When I changed from the H shifter to the up and down shifter light in the arcades, the up and down shifter light came on. Sounds good. But none of the buttons come up on the properties and the advanced settings. None of these buttons responded. None of these buttons responded. Nothing worked, which was really annoying. So my first thought then was, obviously there's a problem with the connector. No, the connector seems to be fine. There's not a problem with the connector that I could find. It was plugged in, seated fine. It was getting power, so obviously the connections there were fine. So of course my next point of call was, okay, maybe the USB's balked on this. Well, no, because the pedals work to a T. I mean, they are very precise. The wheel, a little bit slippy, but everything works. The buttons on the wheel itself work fine as well. I couldn't seem to work out what the problem was. So I originally was going to start, pulling this apart. I figured it's got to be something in here. The cable, it's just got to be the buttons are just not responding. It's just, it can get power, but the buttons are just not feedback. So I was going to take it all apart and see what happened, look at its guts. But I was reluctant to, because of all the slight mechanical nature of these devices means that it's very delicate and very prone to just falling apart once you've removed a few screws. However, I did happen to stumble upon something that worked wonders. Leo Bodnar Electronics, leobodnar.com, flashed it up on the screen now. He produces arcades, electronics basically, anything to help sort of integrate other technology into other technology, revolving mostly video games, but I think he does some other things. And he is selling a device, a shifter interface USB adapter for Logitech G25, G27 and G29. And I thought, ooh, I wonder, because that would test to see if it was the shifter at fault or whether it was the wheel at fault. It was selling for 20 quid, so I thought, bargain, fantastic, I'll have that. And then I realised it was another £6.59 for delivery, which kind of went, ooh. So I already spent a lot of money on the wheel. And then I'm going to spend another 25 quid, maybe, possibly fixing the wheel. Thankfully, I made the decision to go for it. And wouldn't you know it, it only works. Okay, so unfortunately this isn't directly hooked up to this, and so on your settings menu, if you can't set up two separate inputs to be working as one, which this day and age is nigh on impossible with things like Joy 2 keys, you can set this up to be like a keyboard input. But the point is that it simply plugs in. You get a USB-A to USB port, boom, whack it in, Bob's your uncle, and Malcolm's the Prince of England, and it's just, yeah, it works. It's fantastic. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'm going to show a link to one of my TSET on mics where I play Wreckfest using this setup with the Logitech G25 plugged directly in and the gear stick plugged in using Leo Bodnar's USB interface device. So you can see it works. It's fantastic. It's a nifty little thing, but this is the thing. If you have a problem with a G25, G27 or G29 gear stick where the power shows but the buttons are non-responsive, seriously, 25 quid and it's working again. You couldn't ask for more, could you really? So all in all, that is my little put it to TSET regarding the G25. I hope this helps some people. It's fantastic. You know, I'm so happy I've got it working. And all I can say is ta-ra for now. Bye!